For this exercise, I like to use this as a finisher a lot of the times for some hamstring work that, especially when we are working on our end range position and liftoffs, this is going to work on more of the mid-range position, but in a position that still tends to be challenging. So as a lot of people do more reps of these, they get fatigued very easily and they tend to cramp. Let's just get to the point. For this exercise, you're gonna get into the half kneel position and you're gonna lean forward a little bit more. So typically for the half kneel, when we're working on these types of things, we would wanna make sure this angle is smaller because we're doing some liftoffs or something like that. But for this exercise, you are actually gonna go into a little bit further of a position to get more range through your knee. Now, from here, all you're going to be thinking about is bringing your heel to your butt and parachuting it back down. So we're just kind of bending the knee up and down, getting these reps in. Now, this would be easier. You're gonna get more range of motion. If you wanna make it more challenging, you can go upright. You're gonna cut the range of motion out just a little bit. But what we're really thinking about here is trying to get as much range of motion as possible. A lot of people struggle with that end range. And so as you fatigue, you'll notice that you will lose the amount of range of motion that you're able to access. Your job is to just push through that a little bit, right? So instead of just kind of not paying attention, you want to think about really getting your full range of motion and getting a nice big squeeze at the top, and then making sure you're not just falling your foot out of the position. We are parachuting it down. Now, to make this actually challenging, a lot of people will need to add an ankle weight, or you can also set this up differently and add a band, but an ankle weight is a nice way to progress these, where you're really getting to load the hamstring here. And then the other thing we wanna make sure we're not doing is just kind of going into a ton of arching of the back. You wanna keep your back in the position that it's in, lock it in, and get as much range of motion as you can with these. And that's going to be your half kneel hamstring curl exercise.